there is a course on LinkedIn how to use LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah. So of course you can get so much information about people, about companies, about organizations from LinkedIn. Of course, to keep your LinkedIn up to date, updated. Um, there is a concept called humble brag, you know. So whenever you do something good, or you attend an interesting a course or something like this, so you can use it as, you know, a tracking system to your career life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. We should really concentrate on this. We should increase our focus on this one.
And never use it as a Facebook.
This is my principle actually. Even my friends, I didn't add them because they are not related to the scope of the work. I kept it like a calendar or agenda for my work.
Yeah. No, I mean that sometimes I have seen people sharing jokes or trivial things.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is my what I meant by don't use it as a Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well, this is the reason
it's
why I didn't
professional.
add my friends in order not to
Okay,
joke in this.
yeah. Okay, so people are joining. Welcome, welcome. As usual, we have a lot to cover, um, and I have a couple of announcements to start with. The first announcement is that Fridays you know, it was a temporary measure. My aim is to continue Fridays until we reach chapter 8, and then we will have only Mondays. Okay, so don't worry, we will not have Fridays forever. The second thing, I was thinking of how I will test you, how I will assess your knowledge. So I decided to have one assignment that will worth 40% and final exam that will worth 60%. The assignment will be individual, so each one of you will be given um, a, a hypothetical company. I will tell you, general information about the company, and you will design the supply chain for that company. So we will apply almost everything that we have studied on that company. Okay, I will introduce the assignment at week 8. By that time, we will have covered more than 50% of the curriculum, and you can start working on your individual assignments. For the final exam, it will be purely multiple choice. And I don't know if you recognize this or not, but in the slides that I have sent you, I believe from week 1 to week 4, the last slide, I added a link, and this link opens a Google Doc that has questions on the chapter. And at the end of the document, there are the answers. So this will be a very, very good way to test your knowledge. And the practical application will be through your assignment. One more thing, I have here a thunderstorm and the internet was not stable, so I'm sorry if we have some issues with the internet. Hopefully it will stop soon. Before you join, I don't know if you can hear the noises as if we have explosions in the sky. Before you join, I was talking with Engineer Ashraf about the LinkedIn and the importance of having up-to-date LinkedIn profile. So I will use this opportunity to send you my LinkedIn address so you can add me, and I will add you all. So, and I encourage you to add each other. Um, So this is a very, very good opportunity to widen your network. As I was telling my son yesterday, your network is your net worth. So very, very important. Today we have two exercises. I'm very hopeful that we will go through the exercises. And we will start actually the exercises soon. So today we will talk about very, very important aspect of supply chain: procurement, and of course manufacturing. Procurement is a very, very important function in business. Some companies, they have dedicated departments for procurement. Um, um, in project management, we focus on procurement heavily. As I said, it's a very important function. So, one aspect of procurement, we talk a lot about product quality, or also service quality if we are a service oriented company. So there are certain dimensions that we use to assess the product quality. Um, and you can apply these dimensions to the product that you produce, or the company produce, or the products. And you can also apply the same dimensions on the product that you procure. So if I am buying something for uh, um, um, as part of my final product, or something like this, I can apply the same dimensions. And these dimensions were developed to help the company or the business understand the different factors that can affect the product's overall quality. Of course, we have, it's a whole discipline, quality management. I worked in quality management for quite some time, and it's a whole discipline, and people can spend lifetime studying quality management. What we will talk today about will be high level, um, but I believe it's very important for you as business professionals to understand. So each of these dimensions, product quality dimensions, focus on a specific aspect of the product um, in relationship with the consumer, okay, or the customer. The first dimension is performance. So in this dimension, we assess how effectively this product does what it's supposed to do. For example, a smartphone performance might be evaluated by how quickly it can open different apps, how clear the call quality is, or how well it takes photos. So we have different aspects within performance. And again, we are thinking of the customer, the user of this product. The second dimension is reliability. In this dimension, we assess the consistency of this product performance um, uh, uh, over its life cycle, throughout its life cycle. So for example, let's say a car. Okay, so I want my car to be reliable. How this can be accomplished? I want my car to start every morning. I turn the key, I want my car to run smoothly without needing constant repairs. I don't want the temperature, for example, to increase or something like this. So reliability, it means that this product will constantly perform under different situations throughout its lifetime. Durability is another dimension. So it's how this product will last over time. And of course, a very, very obvious example, furniture. Our parents and our grandparents, perhaps they still have the same furniture that they acquired 50 years ago, or almost 70 years ago. We have items that are antiques that survived hundreds of years. And think of IKEA, for example. So these furniture are not designed for durability. They are designed to last over a specific time, and this specific time is short. While back in the day, uh, durability was important, and people had their furniture for a very, very long time, and they were not expected to change furniture frequently. So to say that this product is durable or not, we test its ability to withstand wear and tear, to maintain its integrity, to perform its function throughout its lifetime. Um, for example, when you buy hiking boots, these boots that you wear um, uh, uh, um, when you are hiking, so the terrain is not very favorable. Maybe you have hills and mountains. So you want these boots to endure many miles of walking, different weather conditions. So this is another aspect. The fourth one is conformance. And this is very, very important for in quality management. Uh, it, conformance means that this product meets the specifications. That's why you cannot compare um, two products at different quality standards. Um, eh, and there is a difference between quality and grade. So this product is of a high grade, but quality-wise, it meets the specifications. So it's high quality but low grade. For example, if you are buying um, ceramic tiles, you will go to the store and they will tell you this is first grade and this is second grade, and each of these has some the second grade might have some defects, something, so it didn't meet the specification, so it lowered the grade. For example, uh, two purses, uh, one that's sold for $1,000 and one is sold for $50. So each of these purses meet these standards, conforms to the specification. So they meet the quality standards for this price point, but they are of different grades. Another aspect or dimension is the features. So what are the distinctive characteristics of this product? For example, now everyone is switching to smart TVs. So now we have more features like, for example, integrated streaming apps, voice control, very, very high resolution. Maybe the sound, it has different features than other TVs. Another dimension is aesthetics. So it's how this product will look, feel, sounds, taste. You try um, um, to beautify the sensory aspects of your product. For example, Steve Jobs, he was very, very keen about the aesthetics. That's why the iPhones looked and felt different than other phones because he was focusing on aesthetics. This could be, in designer handbag, for example. So there's certain aesthetics. There is the texture of the leather, the aesthetics of the hardware, the logo used. Another very important dimension is serviceability. So it's how easy this product could be maintained and repaired. So a product with high serviceability is easy to fix. When something goes wrong with it, the parts are easy to replace. Um, for example, uh, let's differentiate between um, uh, different brands of watches. Swiss watches are um, not easy to service, not easy to maintain, not easy to repair. That's why you have to send it to the manufacturer, for example, to repair it. You cannot go to a repair shop to fix or repair a Swiss watch. Um, Sometimes you want the product to be of high serviceability, and sometimes in premium products you want this product to be not so easy in serviceability. Sometimes you cannot even open it to see what's going on inside, and it's part of this a premium perception that you sell to the customer. We talked about conformance, and we introduced, specification, quality. There are different types of quality. There is quality in terms of conformance to specification. There is also advertised quality. So how I will advertise the quality of my product. And there is another important term here, perceived quality. So this is the customer impression about the product. Back in the day when we got products from China, everyone frowned upon the quality of the Chinese products or products made in China. Right now, you can negotiate different levels of quality and grades depending on the specification. So the perceived quality is how the customer assess or have impression or perceive the product based on their experience with this product, the reputation of the product. That's why we introduced the term advertised quality. If, for example, I will perceive the quality of iPhone as of a higher quality than any other brand. Um, why? Part of this is the company's reputation for high quality products. So, based on my past experience, I still have this perception that any iPhone is of high quality than any other product. So, the 8 dimensions will give you a comprehensive view of the product quality. There are tangible features and there are intangible perception that will create this concept of product quality. As I said, we can apply the same dimensions on services. Most of the time, these might be intangible, but again, so many of the services have some tangible aspects. And actually, the 3 companies that we study, that I will ask you to apply these dimensions on, actually have tangible and intangible aspects. For example, Instacart, you will receive an order, right? So the bag, for example, here that carry the products that the shopper added based on your order, if the bag has certain feel, there is a logo, how easy you can read this logo, how durable these bags are, you know. Back in the day, they used undurable or less durable bags, and when they are carrying heavy products, the bags can tear. Also, you can see, even from the photo that we have now, HelloFresh, how the box look durable, how clean. See the recipe cards, how the photos are vivid. And also the products inside, the produce. So they source these grocery and produce from premium sources. And again, the service itself, you know, how quickly the service, how reliable the service. So for example, if I ordered HelloFresh and I made the delivery to be every Wednesday at 6 p.m., I can rely that the company will deliver the box every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So I want you to apply these concepts. So okay, let's go to, I will leave this screen. So have a screenshot or something about the 8 dimensions of the product quality. And I will divide you into groups, let's say 3 groups. And I want you to select a product related to the business that you will study and try to apply the 8 dimensions of product quality on this product. Okay. This could be a product this company carries, or maybe the final product they sell, or maybe a product they acquire from a supplier. Okay, so it's up to you. Yes, Muhammad?
We are sorry, me and Muhammad Double Ala, we are in our way to the airport, and I drive now in the car. So please, if you could exclude us from the breakout rooms.
Okay, okay, yep. So I will divide you into only 2 rooms, and I will shuffle you. I will give you 10 minutes and we will have a discussion after. So you choose a product related to your company, your assigned company, and try to apply the 8 dimensions. So Muhammad Izzat, you are not in the team. Okay, I excluded. And Muhammad Abu Laila, okay, you are excluded as well. Okay. So I will open the rooms now and you have 10 minutes to discuss these features related to a product that you will choose. And please try to write down something that you can share with the whole team. Any question before I open the breakout rooms?
For each room, it will show what is the company or what is the product.
No, I will give you the company. So one will, because we have only 2 rooms, so the first room will study HelloFresh. The second room will study Instacart. Okay, so choose a product. Choose a product and apply these 8 dimensions on the product.
Okay, so we will get the link for the company, either HelloFresh or the
Is
other
this
company.
your first time with us?
No, I have it before, but I didn't save the link.
Okay. Okay, I will send you the link before we go.
All right.
So a Google search will be so easy. So HelloFresh. Okay, this is the link.
Okay, I open it. Class, I got it.
Okay, so the first now I'm bombarded with ads. The first room we have Ahmed Awad, Ahmed Otter Pilot. Okay, I don't know this. Ashraf, Liazat, Oli, and Sarah. I believe you have two phones or something. And who's she? You have your name in, I believe, maybe Russian letters, so I cannot read it. So please help me.
I
Okay.
suppose it's me. It's a Ukrainian, yes.
Yes.
Olina. My name is Olina.
Olina? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Thank you so much for this, Olina. So I will switch on the rooms and you can start. So the first room, you will study HelloFresh. The second one, you will study Instacart. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. So how was your discussion? Welcome, everyone. Okay, you are still joining the main room. So
maybe most 3 minutes.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's see the insights from your discussion. So Liazat, which company you were studying?
Instacart.
Instacart. Okay, what's the product that which product you chose?
Actually, we decided that there is no products, but they provided services because they don't produce anything by themselves. They only pick up orders, take orders and pick up grocery to customers. So Ashraf, if you don't mind, can you present, please?
Okay, I will stop presenting. So you can. Ashraf, are you here? Okay, I cannot see him in the main room. So, can you, Liazat, tell us about? No, Ashraf, you are here.
Maybe he's muted. You can ask him to
Okay.
unmute or
Okay. So,
unmute.
anyone in your room can present, please.
I think we can do it all together.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So as for performance, we had some notes, but it's made by Ashraf. So performance, it's performance. It's actually the service, service pickup services. They provide the delivery services. So reliability. Huh? Yes, Elaine.
Yeah, yes, I can also help you that we also discussed that our performance is based on high quality ingredients and standardized products that we sell and produce.
Reliability, it's about delivering, taking order and delivering at the same day, so maybe several hours. Durability, it's about providing right orders to right customers, and it's that we are providing high quality services because we have some middle warehouse where we can keep everything fresh and in the necessary condition. So conformance, it's about providing the same quality service every year, the same time, every time when the customers approach us. In Sakarta, I mean, they provide the same high quality of services. So this doesn't matter, is it high season or low season, all the same. So features.
So I can add, according to the conformance, that we focus on safety and hygiene regulations also.
About features, it's time saving for our customers and bringing the exact orders, what was ordered by customers. Next one. Here we was finished, so
I can help if
okay.
Yes.
The time was over, Dr. Hanan. That's why we didn't finish the last three aspects. That's why we are asking for 5 extra minutes next time, please.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, actually, I like how you try to apply these dimensions to service. Of course, in some other literatures, we have a different model specifically for service. But the beauty about this, you can apply it to any product. So, for example, when I was talking, I applied it to the bags they are using. You can apply it to the app, for example, and the design of the app and how it's reliable. You will never find the platform down, for example. There are certain features that make it easy to use, the colors they are using, the design itself, something like this. So you can apply this model to the products, even the products that you will procure. For example, if we are buying products for to carry. If we are full circle, for example, I can apply the same dimensions on the products that I will carry in my store. Thank you so much. Let's see the other group, the HelloFresh group.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
Okay. The problem is we all were stuck. I just came inside from work, and my other colleagues, they had some technical issues and family issues. But anyway, we managed to discuss a little bit. Um, for HelloFresh, it's a product and service. Okay,
Okay.
the product is their pre-ready meal, not ready meal, but they are ingredients. Okay,
Package.
and
Yeah.
it's a package. Okay, and the service is it is being prepared according to custom meals, not custom meals, but already there is a menu. Okay,
Yes.
so as a customer, I will choose the
Plan.
meal, and I will choose the time of delivery. Okay, and they will prepare it, and it will be with me. It will reach me on the time that I requested, which is it falls under the reliability and performance. Okay. For durability, we were not able to discuss all the points, but for durability, I'm thinking that it's not very durable because it is ingredients, and it might go bad at after a certain time. So it has a low durability. Okay. We were
Well,
stuck at
okay, for durability, you have a life a time.
shelf life. Yes.
Yeah, for the box. So, for example, I want the ingredients inside the box doesn't go bad for a couple of hours, for example, until the customer pick the box up.
Okay, in this case, yes, then it
Yeah.
is
So
durable for a certain time.
yeah, because
After that,
we think the word durability that it will last years and years and years. No, it might be designed to be durable only for hours or only for weeks or couple of years. It's different from a product to product.
yes. For we had a small discussion about how the restaurant is not for everyone. Okay, it's not cheap
Yeah, the
or
service.
the
Yeah.
service. So it is not. So we didn't know where this point falls. Okay. We
Or
were
maybe
Jodeline,
falls on
you can
perceived.
jump in.
Maybe it falls on the perceived quality.
Yes, it could. It could also under features. You don't see price here, right? So price will be affecting so many dimensions, all of these dimensions.
Yes, yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is not for everyone. Okay, and not everyone is willing to to get the ingredients and do it. Okay, and
Yeah.
sometimes they just okay, instead of me doing the cooking, I just go to a normal restaurant, which is a point was raised. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, which a point was raised by Jodeline. Okay, that she doesn't want to cook, or what is the use of it? So it
Then,
is not for
okay, then
everyone.
you are not the target audience for this service. You started to talk
Exactly.
about the business model itself. So the business model is that I don't want to go out to eat. I want to cook my meals. I want to have a healthy meal every day, but I don't have time to go and buy the groceries and cut them and portion them and think of new recipes or something like this. So the business model appeals to certain people. So when you think of a product, think of this product in relation to the customer, the identified segment in the market.
Dr. Hanan, I can add something here as well. So I think the criteria itself for the product, maybe the customers have some specific diet preferences. Maybe they
Yes.
have maybe they have different work schedules, so they cannot access the restaurants. Maybe
Yes.
restaurants they have a night shift, maybe, so during their time they cannot access the restaurants because some restaurants open at 12 o'clock, some restaurants open at 9 a.m. So maybe there is some criteria for the
Yes.
target customers. That's why this business model is targeting them. And
Yeah.
about the cost, I know the cost is not
Cheap. Yeah.
cheap, but if you are working professional and you are getting paid well,
Yeah.
so the cost will not be one of your issues. So the cost will not be one of your concerns.
Yeah. You can apply this model even on the ingredients that they are sourcing. So we are studying supply chain. So if I'm sourcing products for this box, this meal plan, I want these products or this produce or also the suppliers that I will deal with to be reliable, for example, to give me a produce that looks nice, certain size, the colors are vivid, the products are fresh. So these are the features of even the produce itself. So in a
Also,
nutshell, yes.
also we can say, put add to the same type the delivery system,
Yes.
like having cars and with refrigerator or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So now let's talk about the different models of manufacturing. So because the focus today is on manufacturing. So we will talk about different methodologies, different approaches. Of course, I will not talk about everything in this. I will try to link this to the supply chain. So the first model is total quality management. So it's a management philosophy that promotes the organization-wide focus on quality. All the departments will be involved. All the employees will be involved. It's not only the responsibility of the manufacturing or the production or the quality department. No, the quality becomes a organization-wide responsibility. And it starts at the top. The top management has to have commitment to the quality management and provide support. So it's top bottom approach. So in a company, you will find that the CEO has to demonstrate commitment to quality. Maybe they can lead regular quality review meetings, promoting a culture of quality. There are certain concepts under the total quality management approach. At the core is customer focus. When we talk about our products, our services, our performance, our everything, it's customer focus. We are here to serve the customer. So we need to regularly survey the customers, have performance metrics related to the customer. You know, we call it customer focused performance metrics. Designing the processes to enhance customer satisfaction. For example, in hospitality, it's very evident, you know, the customer service is not only for specific staff under this function. No, it's a responsibility for everyone in the hotel. Service excellence, you know. Are people joining us? Yes, Ola, right? Am I pronouncing your name?
Olina.
Lina,
I will make
okay.
yes, I will make sure that I will enter from my personal account, because I by mistake I enter by my via my working one. So
It's
I
okay.
should
Now I can recognize how the letters are different. So the H is actually N in your language, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, I just wanted to add that I was working in hospitality industry for more than 10 years, and I fully agree with you, because it's fully responsibility not only for customers but also a team for the process of procurement, for the stock as well, and wastage.
Yes. Yes. That's why in total quality management, we focus on integrating the processes. You know, we don't deal with processes as separate nodes. No, the input of a process is the output of another process. And we want to ensure there is consistent quality. And most of the time we create what we call cross-functional teams, you know, teams from different functions. So when we are discussing a problem, or we are doing a continuous improvement session or something like this, everyone is involved. So back to the topics, the main topics of today: procurement and manufacturing. So procurement, it's not just a function. No, it becomes a strategic function in the organization. So it's not a tactical function. Okay, we do it, we just do it. No, we go back and we link it to the strategic plan, and also because the goods and services that we purchase are major cost elements, you know, especially if we are manufacturing. So the cost of purchased goods and services represent a significant portion of the total operating costs. And we will see some statistics claim that in some organizations, 50% of the total cost comes from the products and services that we procure. So we need to manage procurement strategically, so we can, for example, negotiate better prices, better terms and conditions, better delivery schedules with suppliers. We need to look at suppliers as strategic partners, because it affects the bottom line. It affects, you know, what's the bottom line? It's the last line in the financial statement. You know, it showed that if we are making a profit or we are operating at a loss. So if we treat procurement as a strategic function, we can negotiate better prices. You know, a 10% reduction in the cost is significant when we look at it strategically. Another thing is that now most of the companies are outsourcing. You know, outsourcing is becoming a strategic or a strategy for the company to provide better products and services, and also at good prices. And specialization helped with this. The company will focus on the core competencies, and we will outsource the functions that we don't have uh, um, the competencies necessary for these functions, or they are not within our core competencies. Of course, for example, IT. Most of the companies will outsource their IT functions, and they will have only like very a small team in IT, and most of the services and products are outsourced to more specialized companies. Also, now businesses are very complex, you know. So the supply base of the organization will grow over time, and we have different relationships with different suppliers, and managing relationships with suppliers becomes critical to the success of the organization. So we need to leverage procurement as a strategic function, so we can gain a competitive edge or a competitive advantage in the industry. We can reduce cost, we can improve product quality, we can improve service excellence, we can accelerate innovation, you know. We can mitigate the risks, because we talked about this. Supply chain comes with lots and lots of risks, many risks. So let's take a break, 10 minutes break, and when we come, we will go through the rest of the material. So any question before we go into a break? Rhodas, you just came when we are about to take a break. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, we will start the break now. And we will be back at 11 after the hour. Hello, and we are back. Okay, so back to procurement. In some areas in the world, procurement is not considered a core function. In the Middle East, for example, I believe it's treated as second-rate function, which is really not the case. I worked in other places around the world and in multinational companies, and procurement is very important aspect, you know. And why? Because there are strategic objectives, and these strategic objectives are centered around managing the organization supply base effectively. So we have the through procurement, we want to ensure continuous supply. So the key role, or one of the key roles of procurement, is to ensure that the company has always access to the necessary materials and services, so we can carry on or carry out our operations, you know. So there are other functions supporting this. Think of forecasting demand, coordinating with different suppliers, mitigating the risks that could disrupt your supply chain. So these are not, you know, trivial functions. The second strategic objective is the inventory investments, and how we rationalize those investments, and managing the inventory. For example, finding the right balance between holding enough inventory to meet the demand and minimizing inventory costs. So we use some advanced techniques like just-in-time or JET. This is a very famous inventory management approach that makes the company receive the products at the right time we need it for operations. So we are optimizing inventory levels. Also, quality improvement. So we acquire products and services, and these products and services are linked directly to the materials and the services that we produce or we provide. So we need to work closely with suppliers to ensure they meet the quality standards. That's why, for example, in ISO 9000, if any of your companies are ISO certified, you will find that it's preferably to work with suppliers who are ISO certified as well. Why? Because you can integrate your quality management systems together, and you are sure that they have the capability to meet the quality standards that you require. Another strategic objective of procurement is technology and innovation. So procurement is directly contribute to the innovation in your company. Sourcing new materials, sourcing new innovative materials, new technologies, collaborating with suppliers to produce or to develop the product. For example, if I am like a fashion house, I need to procure innovative textiles, new materials that are of higher quality standards, and new materials that are more sustainable, for example. If I am a car manufacturer, for example, so the procurement team actually work, because I worked in the supply chain for car manufacturers. So we were not manufacturing cars, but we were producing certain parts that Hyundai and Daewoo and Toyota buy from us. So they were working closely with us to develop lighter materials, to use more durable materials for the body and the internal parts. Another very, very important objective is to lower the total cost of ownership. So it's not only the purchase price of the product or service that we need to negotiate, but all the costs associated with acquiring this product or service. So procurement team will be negotiating maintenance, for example, operation, disposable. So we want to minimize the total cost of ownership of these particular products or services. And it goes beyond just the upfront costs. So we have to think thoroughly of other factors like the ones that we discussed, like quality, reliability, service level. So all of these objectives of the procurement extend beyond simply buying goods or service at the lowest price. And in fact, especially in the Middle East, this is how we look at the procurement function. Let's buy the lowest price. Not taking into consideration all these objectives that I talked about, to ensure we have continuous supply, to manage inventory, to optimize the inventory, to improve the supply quality, to drive innovation, and to minimize the total cost of ownership. So this is very, very important. And you will find in your slides, I will share these slides with you, some of the factors that impact the total cost of ownership. So we have pre-transaction components, transaction components, and post-transaction components. Some of the components that we do before buying any of the items is pre-qualifying, you know, and this is very, very important function under total quality management. We might even have lists of pre-qualified suppliers, you know, adding those suppliers to our internal system. Maybe some education. We educate the supplier about our operations, and also we educate ourselves about the supplier's operation. There are components related to the transaction itself, and these are straightforward: the price, the order placement, or if there are preparation, transportation, if there are duties, invoicing, billing, inspection. So most of the time, especially in the Middle East, I don't know in other places, maybe you can share with me, we focus only on the transaction components. We don't focus on the pre-transaction or the post-transaction. So these are very, very important aspects that makes the procurement a strategic function. And here also in some, remember when we were talking about value creation, we need also to manage value. And sometimes we involve the suppliers early in the product design. Whether we are doing the design ourselves inside the house, so we are, for example, selecting materials. So we will start contacting suppliers saying the features that we need, the conditions that these materials will perform at. So we will have some discussions with different suppliers throughout the idea generation, for example, in the assessment, in the concept development, in the design itself, in producing a prototype and testing the prototype. So we might have these discussions with our suppliers. And we have the procurement strategy portfolio is a way that we use to categorize and manage purchases based on their strategic importance. So it's not only categorizing these items based on the functions or different categories. No, we also add a strategic dimension here. So what's the strategic importance of this item? And another thing that will help in this is the complexity of the supply market, where we get it. So we use a matrix that, divide different items. Where is it? I think it's in the next one. Yeah, here. So we use this matrix to categorize different products based on their strategic importance. So we have routine purchases. So these are low value, high volume items that are not critical to the organization operations. There are many suppliers that I can approach. For example, office supplies, cleaning supplies. So the procurement strategy for such routine purchases is simple. We simplify and automate these purchases or these procurement process. Why? Because we want to minimize the administrative work associated with this. It's so easy that we have one supplier for all our office supplies, and we place specific orders at specific intervals. So we minimize the administrative work. And of course, administrative work means administrative costs related to these routine purchases. The second category is bottleneck purchases. So these are not so critical to the operation. However, we have few suppliers. So now we talk about the supply market. So the supply market is critical, it's complex. For example, if we have a specialized piece of equipment, yes, it might not be used in a core part of the business. However, there are few suppliers in the market. So the procurement strategy for bottleneck purchases, we want to secure supply, and also we need to look for alternative products. So I reduce the supply risk, so it doesn't create a bottleneck in my operations. The third category is leverage purchases. So these purchases are high value items, critical to the operations. These purchases have many suppliers. For example, raw materials, or airline tickets for a travel agency. So these are leverage purchases. If I'm a travel agency, so airline tickets is critical to my operations. So the procurement strategy for these purchases focus on consolidating demand and using the purchase power to negotiate better terms and better prices. So for example, for a travel agency, the tickets prices might not be a critical point for negotiation. There are certain surveys that we did. What's the most critical aspect for a travel agency? What do you think?
Pandemia.
Excuse me?
Pandemic, COVID, for instance. Some kind of problems.
Yeah. It's the refund policy. It's the refund policy. So I will purchase these tickets. I will book these tickets. And when I have a customer, I will sell these tickets for them. What if I have residual tickets? What if a customer cancels at the last minute? What if a customer doesn't show? So the refund policy is critical. So these are critical items for the operations. So I want to use my purchasing power to negotiate better prices, better conditions, better terms. The last category is critical purchases. Okay, so they are very, very critical to the operations and very few suppliers. The supply market is complex also. Think of a high-tech product, like a medical device or something at a hospital, or a very specialized software. So these critical purchases, it requires a specific strategy. You know, I need to build strategic relationship with the suppliers. We need to invest in joint innovation. You know, we talk a lot about risk management with the suppliers. So what measures do we have to mitigate the risks? Why? Because these purchases are crucial to my operations. Without these purchases, I might not have a business even. Okay, so again, we will have our second exercise. I want you to design procurement strategies for the company that we are studying based on these categories. Okay, so use this matrix to at least identify one item in each category. What could be a routing purchase or a routine purchase? What could be a bottleneck? What could be a critical purchase? What could be a leverage purchase? Okay, so any question? Okay, so I will divide you again into the two rooms. Oh, we have one room full of people and the second room doesn't have any. This is very interesting. Okay. Okay, I have to shuffle you manually. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's have one here. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I will open it for another 10 minutes, and I want room 1 to study HelloFresh, room 2 to study Instacart, and think of the purchases of this company, and at least think of one example for each of these categories. Okay? Welcome back. How was your discussion?
Not fully done.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because in group 2 we discussed HelloFresh. Now somebody joined in my group and it's new to them, so they need to search again.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, this happens when you don't attend or you don't listen to the recordings.
Yeah, because in the first is group 2 is discussing about HelloFresh. Now it moved to group 1, so
it's okay. It's okay. Yes, I like to shuffle. Why? Because I want you to study different business models. You will find that these 3 companies, they work in food, okay? But everyone has a different business model, different service, and you will find through the discussions that you think differently. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, Judy, you mentioned HelloFresh, so you can start.
Yeah, maybe we are thinking here is the bottleneck purchases. During the delivery, if there's some problem on the car, on the vehicle delivery, then there's a big problem that will affect the freshness of the product there that they're going to deliver. That's what I think, and I don't know to my group mates. Help, rescue me, group mates.
I think bottleneck purchase also it's about small. It's a product which is available from small suppliers. I mean, a number of suppliers who can provide these products are limited. So we have to be sure that these suppliers have this product at the time we need to order it.
How about the critical purchases?
Critical purchases, it's a very important products and services which we use on a daily basis, maybe like something oil, meat, milk products, and so on. Without these products or some services, maybe some kind of cleaning services, we cannot provide our services in full.
How about the other categories?
Routine purchases, it's purchases which we order maybe on a weekly basis or maybe a couple of times in a week. It's products which we buy in the big amount, and we can have several suppliers in order to be sure that this product will be delivered. Maybe some substitutes. We should have some contacts of many suppliers, and this delivery can be made automatically. Like we have the schedule, and the suppliers deliver according to this schedule. As for leverage purchases, it's
maybe Mohammed Yosef or Mohammed Isat can help also, so that they can share what's in their mind. Mohammed Yosef, Mohammed Isat, are you there?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Just I have one point, Mohammed. Just give me a minute. Can the manpower be a critical purchase, like having the correct chef or the sorry for the disturbance? Can like having a good chef to prepare the items be a critical purchase?
Okay. Are you outsourcing this operation?
I don't think so. I would prefer to have my stuff.
Yes. So it's not under procurement. It's not under procurement. It's under operations. Here, these purchases could be products or services that you acquire from external suppliers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, critical purchases will be let's say, I think in our group, Mohammed mentioned packing supplies. So in our business, we use high volume of packing supplies. So, and we have certain suppliers, and we have pre-planned orders for those ones. As I mentioned in the discussion, we have, let's say, historical data of how much we consume every week or month. So usually we go by weeks, okay? And we have automated orders. So the supplier will supply it despite we like place an order or no. Safety supplies. We have a vending machine, and the supplier will come like routinely and refill the vending machines. Office supplies. Office supplies, you will have a minimum inventory. So when you reach the minimum inventory, the system will generate an order like automatically without even as long as it's below a specific amount, it will be generated automatically. Otherwise, it will need a higher level approval. So those are critical items. If you run out of those items, it might cause your business to stop.
Okay, I have just one comment about the way you categorize transportation. I think you categorized it under bottleneck. I doubt that because it's all about delivery. So I will categorize transportation under critical purchases. Because this is very critical. Just imagine that you have the boxes ready to be, transport to your customers, and the transportation company is down.
Yes. How if they transfer to another company?
That's why you have to treat it as a critical purchase.
Okay.
And you have to integrate your system with the supplier system. You will have only one supplier for this service that you will choose, right? So they will handle all the delivery service. So you need to integrate your system with their system, and you need to have a very, very strategic relationship with this supplier.
Dr.
Thank you.
Iman,
We are committed on that.
do you think this, if you have only one supplier or only one carrier for your orders,
Yeah,
don't you think this is a high risk? So some
it is.
companies,
It is. It is. If you look at the matrix, what's
yeah,
the value to the customer? Sorry, the firm? High. What's the risk level? High. That's why it's a critical purchase.
correct. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
got this one. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So thank you so much. So the other group, would you please share your insights with us?
Elena, go ahead.
Yes, I can start with bottleneck purchases. In our opinion, that first of all, we have Instacart, which is a food delivery service. So it's critical for the business to have the suppliers. For instance, they multiple suppliers. For instance, they have suppliers where they purchase the food, plus also like bags and packing purchases from other suppliers. So by that, they like have different partnership and chains of different products. As for routine purchasing, it's about optimization of their delivery operations. It can be integration of software and optimization of their fuel consumption, and such as making routine purchases. So it's about their optimization. As for critical, as we understand that this is a business, online business, so it's important to have software and to maintain this software as well. And leverage ones can be like as an example, it can be invested in delivery vehicles or GPS to implement route optimization strategies.
Okay, so again, two things here. The platform, is it in-house or outsourced? So from my understanding of the model, that they created their own system. They created their own platform.
But they don't need a security, an IT security service.
Yes, could be. So this will be a critical purchase. Why? Because the value to the firm is high, and the risk level is high. So it will be a critical purchase. You mentioned something about delivery. So the delivery, I will consider it again critical purchase, not routing or a routine purchase, as you said. If I'm mistaken, please correct me.
No, we were saying that having a GPS, okay, or a shoppers with good cars, for example, okay, that the value for us is high, but
Yep.
the risk is not very high because
So it will be
without
a
GPS it
leverage
will work.
purchase.
It's a leverage purchase.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The bottleneck purchases will be the shops, the where the shoppers go and do the shopping. Okay, having as much shops widen our suppliers. Okay, so we can depend on 10. It will be better if we can use 20. Okay, for the routing purchase, is it routing or routine?
It's routing, but when I was explaining it, it's like routine.
Okay, for the routine,
Yeah.
we thought that it could be the shoppers themselves because they are coming and going. Someone want to work, someone doesn't want to work. So it is, but always there is someone.
Okay, but no, I will not say this because the value to the firm is high. Maybe the risk is low, so it could be leverage purchase.
Having much. So what could be the routing purchase? Because it's a platform.
Okay, it could be, for example, the bags that they use. The print. Yeah,
Okay, the package, the delivery package.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, for us it is low and the supply risk is low. We can have multiple suppliers. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to because we don't have much time, so I want to jump to the last one here, this framework, and this will show you how these components of the framework are integrated. And I believe this slide is very, very important for you when you are working on your individual assignments. In the individual assignments, I will give you a description of a company, and I will ask you to design the supply chain. So you can start with this. All the functions related to customer accommodation. We talked about this last time. All the functions related to manufacturing or to provide the service itself. Okay. Some of your companies, I haven't finalized the list yet, might be service-based company. Some of the companies might have some manufacturing or some operations. Okay, so you need to be flexible in applying this framework. Also, the procurement, you will have to categorize the products using the matrix that we use today and design these strategies for each category. And of course, the logistics that we talked about before. This assignment, it will worth 40% of the grade, and I will introduce it in week 8. And you have the time to work until the last week of the term. So you will have enough time. And my advice is to start working on your assignment, as soon as you receive it. Also, there will be a final exam. And again, as I said, there are links that I will send you to questions and answers so you can prepare for the final exam. For today, before we leave, any question? Any question?
Professor, are the assignments
Yes.
posted now in the model?
Yes, I will post it on Moodle. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I will post like a table with your names and a description of the company that you will work on.
Okay.
Yes, these will not be real actual companies, but their business might be similar to actual companies.
Yeah, sorry, Professor, for keep on asking about the model, because sometimes even you posted, maybe sometimes it's not in our side, so we want to be sure.
No, I didn't. On what?
We keep on asking about if you posted, because sometimes maybe the model problem or on our side
No,
problem.
it's not. No, it's not posted yet. It's not posted yet.
Okay.
Everything posted on Moodle was posted by the previous professor. I haven't posted anything yet on Moodle.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I will introduce this in week 8.
Good.
Yeah. So next week we will have Friday and Monday. So we will have class 6 and 8. Sorry, 7 and 8, and then we will have only Mondays.
Professor, can you send us last class and this class slides?
I think I sent it.
No,
Didn't I?
For class 5 we don't have.
Class 5, right?
Yes, 5 and today 6.
Okay. So can you send me a message, a reminder? So because I thought that I sent it.
Okay,
So
I will do.
Yeah. So I will send the 2 slides. And please read your material. Don't leave it to the last minute, because you have lots of reading to do. Okay. Okay, everyone. So have a nice week, and I will see you Friday.
You as well, Professor. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.